Extreme Tide Pod snacks, scaling milk crates for sport, and NyQuil chicken for dinner sounds like a recipe for disaster. Holy cow.
Holy cow!
Today, we are breaking down and reacting to the internet's deadliest trends that turned dangerous stunts into trips to the ER or even worse. All right, let's dive right in. First one, the Tide Pod Challenge. What is this? Well, the Tide Pods, or the detergent pods that we used for cleaning laundry, there was a challenge, typically teenagers, where they would bite or eat these pods as a challenge, which it's a highly concentrated detergent, which is really bad for us and really dangerous if ingested. So let's talk about the bad effects that this could occur. Chemical burns. It's going to cause burns to your mouth, to your throat, and even to your stomach. So really dangerous. Then that also leads us to issues relating to respiratory problems, because you can choke on this stuff or you can vomit and cause aspiration of the detergent into your lungs, again causing issues of scarring and could lead to hypoxia, difficulty breathing. Really not good. You can have neurologic effects of the detergent in the sense of how it's affecting your body, leading to seizures or coma or even death. So highly dangerous, not recommended. Please do not do this. The detergent, the pods are only made for cleaning your clothes. So number two, the NyQuil chicken challenge. So first off, what is NyQuil? NyQuil is an over-the-counter cough suppressant that has chemicals in it such as like dextromethorphan. It's got a Tylenol in it, or acetaminophen, and possibly doxylamine. And those are the big things that we worry about it. So the challenge is people on the internet have mentioned cooking chicken with NyQuil liquid, claiming it adds flavor. No, don't do any of this. What ends up happening is you have these chemicals in there. When you're cooking them, they potentially become vaporized. And so they can actually concentrate in the vapor and you can inhale them. It can become toxic. It can lead to liver damage, literally killing your liver. And we can't live without our liver. Then you can hallucinate. You can ultimately have seizures. So please always read the back of the label so you know what chemicals or medications are in there and what could happen if you reach toxic levels. Number three, next challenge here is the Galaxy Gas Challenge. What the heck is that? So the Galaxy Gas Challenge is basically the inhalation of nitrous oxide. So I believe Galaxy Gas is a brand of flavored whipped cream. And old school wise, it used to be called a Whippet. So why would you end up doing this? Because it potentially causes a euphoric high. But why is it dangerous? It could potentially cause you to be brain dead and brain damage and seizures, dizziness, fainting. The biggest one is oxygen deprivation, aka hypoxia. So this is when you're breathing in a different type of gas outside of oxygen. So you're depriving your brain of oxygen as well as your vital organs, which can lead to organ damage. You can pass out, aka faint, permanent nerve damage if you continue to do this often. There's an aspect of this where you can actually have chronic issues relating just to your behavior because you're potentially causing damage to your brain tissue, and it can alter your personality or behavior. So highly advised, do not doing this, and the use of nitrous oxide should only be used by medical professionals in a medical setting. Number four, the milk crate challenge. So this was a viral social media trend basically where people would take the milk crates and stack them as high as they could in like a pyramid fashion and try to stand on top of them. So the point of the challenge is basically to build as high of a pyramid as possible and walk up and over them. So it's not a very sturdy structure, leading to many orthopedic and traumatic injuries. And that is the issue relating to this. People are not wearing helmets, they're not wearing protective gear because it doesn't set up that way, which you should. These crates are not interlocked, so they are able to move pretty easily. So big orthopedic injuries, meaning fractures as well as dislocations. So as you're falling, landing on an outstretched arm, you can have shoulder and hip dislocations as well as knee dislocations. And then the biggest thing that we worry about is traumatic brain injury due to the fact that you're hitting your head, chronic brain issues, brain trauma and damage. So highly don't advise this as well. It's dangerous. Please don't do this. Number five, the Salt and Ice Challenge. What is this? This is a challenge where you put salt on your skin and then push ice on it and basically see how long you can withstand the cold. So salt in and of itself lowers the freezing point of ice, so it actually causes it to melt. But the issues relating to this challenge is it can cause frostbite, tissue damage, bad things related to your tissue. So frostbite, you freeze the tissue so badly that it decreases blood flow, injures the nerves, and basically the tissue will die. You can get first, second, or third degree burns. Typically we relate that to fire or heat, but you can actually get it relating to cold. I would highly advise not to do this as well, and please be careful out there. There are other ways to do experiments without injuring yourself. So number 6, the cinnamon challenge. So what is it? So participants are trying to swallow a tablespoon of cinnamon within 60 seconds without drinking any liquids. This is a bad idea. The consequences of this is inhalation and airway respiratory issues because of the cinnamon. So you can get asphyxiation, you can have aspiration of the cinnamon into your lungs, causing chemical pneumonitis or irritation, coughing, airway issues, blocking of your airway, inflammation of your airway. It can cause chemical pneumonitis, which is inflammation of your lung tissue. Because this is a tablespoon of dried cinnamon going into your throat, this could actually cause a choking event where that solid amount of powder could just totally block your throat. Number 7, the Bird Box Challenge. So the Bird Box Challenge was inspired by the movie Bird Box, where the woman's children were blindfolded to protect them from seeing certain things going on in life. So people took this as a challenge to blindfold themselves on their daily activities, like walking around, eating, going to the bathroom, driving, doing maybe even more extreme activities. And so this increased the risk of so many injuries. So simple things at your house, just falls, hitting things, maybe accidentally lighting things on fire. And then people actually took this to a whole nother level of driving car, which is totally inappropriate. It doesn't just increase the risk of your life, but other people all around you. And then if you're out walking around the public, increasing the risk of getting hit by a car, or, as simple as stepping off a curb and rolling an ankle or stepping in a manhole. Super dangerous. Last deadliest internet trend, planking challenge. So let me first say, planks in a normal situation are good. It's a core stabilization exercise and it engages a lot of different muscles and it's good for you. But the planking challenge, the issue relating to this is people did it at great heights, increasing the risk of major injuries. People would do it in areas that if they fell or missed a step could significantly injure themselves or take their lives when planking between buildings or on bridges, whatever it may be, even on balconies at high heights. People's muscles might not be able to take it and they fall. This could lead to, broken bones, dislocations, injuries to your brain and injuries to your vital organs. So please don't do this. Wow. It's a lot of challenges that are so dangerous that I would never do, I've never done, and don't recommend. So please don't do them. So if you guys know of any other challenges out there that you want and need me to give medical insight and the PSA warning, please let me know. And as always, if you enjoyed this, definitely check out this playlist right here. Make sure you binge watch everything. And don't forget to subscribe, turn your bell notifications on, and hit that like button for me. Thank you so much for watching and stay healthy, my friends.